Hey guys, so I just wanted to check out the new Huawei P10 phone. This is Huawei's high-end phone for 2017. So I wanted to have a look at it here, see how it compares with the P9 and the Mate 9, which I was a big fan of. So we're going to unbox it here, have a first look of the device. I think it's coming with a more iPhone-like design now, which is quite polarizing. And it's also quite expensive compared to the P9, but maybe there are some improvements to be, enjoyed here. This is a very groovy box, I've got to say. Wow, I've never seen a box like this before. Very neat to open the device. As you can see, we have got it in the black model here, which looks very delicious. So we'll just put this to the side and have a look at what else you get. So you can see we do get a standard array of box stuff here, as well as your instruction manual and warranty card, which is nice. So you can see a charging cable and also a decent pair of earphones, like earpods. Thankfully, Huawei is not getting rid of the, headphone jack just yet. And your fast charger, which I think is coming with Huawei technology, the Huawei supercharge technology. Whether or not that's compatible with standard quick charge, we'll have to, wait and see. That was a little bit annoying with the P9 that it didn't have that compatibility. But we're going to have a look, nevertheless, at the phone here and see, how it is. Wow, it's got a nice red kind of accent there. Wow, that looks pretty cool. I don't know if that's just mine. Is it supposed to be like that? Let's just get it open. So it looks like they are. Wow, this looks like an iPhone. I mean, god damn, look at that. That is pretty much an iPhone for Android. You gotta like it. I do like it. I gotta say, I'm not knocking it. I think it feels pretty nice here in the hand. We do have a Huawei factory applied screen protector, as you may be able to see there. So that if you peel that off, I think it's not got oleophobic properties, so you might want to keep that on for this particular phone. But it feels very nice in the hand, very robust. Has a slight influences of the Nexus 6P that we do know and love, with this kind of glass area at the back here. Let's have a little comparison with the older model. So we do have the P9 here. So you can see it's around the same kind of size here. The P9 obviously has a more kind of square kind of design to it, whereas you get it more rounded off here with the new P10. The actual text on the back looks pretty much similar as well. Summerit Leica lens. I think it's 2.2 aperture. You can get the P10 Plus, which comes with I think 1.8 aperture if you really into your camera. So that's something to consider. And pretty much the same for the headphone jack placement and also the speaker, etc. So that is quite interesting. Obviously, we do have the slightly different colour there on the power button. But they moved the fingerprint scanner. So the fingerprint scanner is now on the front of the P10. How that will work out is pretty interesting to see. Also, we don't have Huawei branding on the front, which could be quite good for those of you who want to pass this off as an iPhone. So very interesting design choices. I did think the P9 in itself was an immaculately built device. This is the Mate 9, obviously, which is a newer Huawei phone, and it's very different in terms of design here compared to the Mate 9. I mean, this looks completely different. It's got two different speaker grills here. The dual camera is different. You've got your fingerprint sensors from the back. I've got to say, I think I prefer the Mate 9 in terms of the design on the back. I think the Mate 9 has a really nice curve going around it. Gives it a little bit of individualism here for Huawei. But nevertheless, let's boot up the P10 here. Let's have a look what we're getting. Oh, it's very light. So very similar kind of startup here as your Mate 9 phone. And we do get the latest EMUI here. EMUI, you either love it or you hate it. That's the joke that we like to do here. I mean, it's not a bad skin. It gets the job done at the end of the day. But at the same time, it's like, you know, why put so much effort into it when you could just have like a stock kind of build with some nice Huawei touch features and you know, charge a reasonable price. And I think many people would like that as well. But just going to quickly go through this. Screen looks nice. It's not AMOLED, obviously. You do get I think AMOLED with the bigger model. But you know, it should be pretty good here in terms of the display brightness. It looks very nice here in terms of the interface. You can see we do have a new wallpaper here, which looks pretty fresh, and standard kind of interface with your, you know, icons here. So let's have a look at the software. We are getting EMUI 5.1, 4 gigs of RAM, and Kira 960, which definitely has some good feedback. Nice patch level as well. And wow, you know, it's a very nice screen. I've got to say, I thought the screen would be a bit average, but they have made, I think, a little bit better screen here than the Mate 9, which I have criticised. Let's have a look at the camera here. So this is obviously going to be a quite nice performer, and we'll just have a look at this. So one thing which I was a bit annoyed about the P9 was that when you took a shot there was like a delay when you wanted to go into the gallery. We can see they've improved that quite a bit, which is good, and the focusing seems to be quite good here. So that's nice to see. We do have the blur effects as well still. So if you want to do this, then after the fact you can change the blur. So we'll put that there. There you go. So that works very similar to the P9 and the Mate 9. One of the most useful additions that you do get with the P10 is the 4K video recording now, which was absent from many Huawei phones for a long time. So that is nice to see that they fixed that at last. And let's have a look what else you get. So if we just go back to the camera, you get your monochrome, I think, here, or is it this one? Portrait. So is that like the iPhone? I'll have to explore that a little bit more. I'm not sure what that exactly is. And monochrome is definitely there though. That was first come with the P9. So if you like your black and white movie kind of shots, that is nice to check out. So what else? Light painting, HDR, night shots. So quite a standard affair for the other things. I think you're getting a pro mode as well if you want to, you know, have some fun with the settings. So yeah, you know, nice phone here again from Huawei. A little bit of a shame that they have bumped the price, you know, in comparison to how they used to be. But nevertheless, it does show that Huawei is trying to, you know, take over in terms of the, you know, best handsets on the market. I think it's going to be tough for them competing with Samsung and Apple, but we'll definitely, you know, see how they do handle that. So yeah, I will make some new videos on this phone and compare it with some other handsets, so do stay tuned for that. Should be also getting in the G6 and S8 quite soon as well. It does take quite a while for phones to come out here, but yeah, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.